Alright, so what's growing on, y'all? Welcome back to our backyard garden. Yes, I did a channel update and I renamed the channel to our backyard garden. It just seems to fit better. But yeah, I'm out here today. Everything could catch some water. So we have some strawberry plants that I just got. It needs some water. Something pulled out my strawberry plant here. But it's probably dead. No, there's still some life in that crown. We'll see if we can get it back up. I actually do need to plant these, and I need to be better about watering my strawberry bell a bit better. But everything needs to catch water. Let's see if the plants survive the polar vortex, because we had some nighttime temperatures in the lower 40s. Okay, so the peppers made it through. The maters made it through, and if you can see, we got 2 tomatoes growing on there. Oh yes. So this is lemongrass, my 2 ginger plants that I have here, and you can see the tomatoes that we planted a couple weeks ago are surviving just fine. And let's see if the peppers survived. They did, but they need some water too. Oh my God. Oh yes. Yeah, something's been eating my peppers. Huh. Okay. Well, they survived, but they need some water. So we'll go ahead and pull off the frost cover here. And we'll leave it off for tonight. It's supposed to be in the 50s. Oh my God. I didn't know it was this dry back here. Okay. Something else ate my pepper. Or no, this just got crushed. Maybe that other one got crushed too. Damn it. But yeah, in addition to watering, I have a new aerator to try on my compost bin. You know, our bins, you know, they are composting, but I think it's an issue that we're not turning it often enough. It's very difficult to turn in those bins. And we have a lot of flies in there, so I'm hoping that we are able to mix it well enough and add some more dry materials in there to keep the flies away. You know, I'm sitting up here watering. I'm thinking back on it, and I know why these plants are crushed. It's because that little turd, Orion, down there, you know, this area is like forbidden fruit to him. And I did see him one day just run over this fence that I have up. And he took a dump in here on top of my rail cover. Okay, so I'm thinking these plants were crushed in his efforts to take a poo in this garden area, which has always been my concern from the get-go. So I need to find a better way to keep him out of here. Because, you know, he has this whole yard to take a dump in, but this little 6x6 area is the place that he wants to be. Let's water in this cilantro here. Even though it's bolting, it's getting ready to go to seed here. We might take the coriander seeds and then use them as a spice. But you know, these leaves are still useful. They're just a little big, that's all. That's getting a little too hot for them during the daytime. Don't you sit over there and whine and you done messed up my peppers. No sir. Got a few garlic plants over here. These should be almost ready to come out. Very windy, very windy. Wind has been one of my biggest issues in the garden. So I'll need to put these garden stakes back onto the tomatoes so I can prevent breakage. Gotta get our hellebores watered. They are extremely dry. They do not like being in those small containers. I need to find room for them soon. All my herbs. But you know, most of these herbs, they're doing just fine. If you look into it, do a little bit of research, you'll know that most of these have a Mediterranean background. And so, if you know anything about the Mediterranean area, it's dry there during the summers and it's rocky. So, water percolates a lot more quickly because of the rocky soils. So, you know, the less water, you know, they still do need some watering, but they're going to handle these drought-like conditions a little bit better than, say, the tomatoes. Got some mint here. We have yet to use it. I need to figure out what to do with it. Can't have mint juleps and mojitos all the time. Now, this should be nice and moist still. Yeah, this is good. Got some nice beautiful garlic, and that's a tree. Don't know what tree. Don't know what tree that is either, but we have some lettuce. Nope. And no. So this is lettuce. I'm gonna make sure the leaves look like this. I don't know what these other trees that are growing in here, but we want to make sure we get them out because we don't know what it is, and we don't want to consume them with our lettuce if we don't know what it is. So I got a nice little bunch of lettuce growing right here. I'll probably end up moving these containers down to be with the rest of them, so I don't have to walk as far to harvest when I come out the kitchen. Okay, get out of there. Okay, so we are almost there, guys. It's always something to do in the garden. So take a look at our compost bins here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of gnats, or I don't know what they are, maybe fruit flies, but there's a lot of small flying insects in there, and they are driving us nuts because, oh God. Because unbeknownst to you, some of these little fruit flies, they are actually getting into the house. So I think they're small enough to get through the screens. So I bought an aerator, and you can see our kitchen scraps are here. I need to add some more on there. I'm going to throw some hay in there. I'm going to throw in some of this grass, more newspaper clippings, and I'm just going to turn it. Now this is composting because this material was up here at some point, so it is composting. It just needs some help. So I'm getting ready to go get all those materials I was just talking about, as well as the aerator that I just purchased, and we're going to go ahead and give this a stir. All right, so this is the Lotech compost crank. I was searching for ways online to aerate our garbage bins a little bit better than what we've been doing. We have been using this pitchfork, but we just can't get down in there well enough. So this is sort of like an auger. I did try to price augers to go on my drill, battery operated drill, but they were very expensive. So I'm hoping that this will work out for us. So the objective is you spin it to crank it, and it'll get down in there, bring what's in the bottom up, and so that you turn it, and hopefully over time we can get rid of all these flies over here. So let's give it a try. Oh, we're at the bottom. Shit. So it's composting. And I hope with, you know, providing aeration in here, it'll compost a little bit more quickly. Oh, looks like I pulled up a little worm. One of our red wigglers from fishing. Making its way to the all-American diet. You should see the ones in here. They are huge. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's one. Here's one of those huge red wigglers that we took fishing. I would say this is probably from February. And look how fat it's gotten. Where did that other one go? Oh, I've lost track of it. All the big boys are up here now. Yeah. They were just tiny little things several months ago, but now look at them. Okay. So thoughts on it? Yeah, it's really easy to screw this thing down. Very difficult. You really need to have some muscles to pull it back out in order to bring what's at the bottom onto the top. I like it from a workout standpoint, but I'll see how it goes in a, let's say like a month or two, to really give you guys good feedback on whether or not this is helping us speed up the composting process and reducing the insects and the smell that we have going on here. But anyway, I'm just going to keep aerating our compost bin for the next several minutes. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And this is the plant lady in the fuzz in our backyard garden. We'll catch up with you later.